All right, welcome back. This is War 9. We've matched TCN today, and this is probably going to be one of our toughest wars this season. We've had quite a few tough ones. The first time we faced them, the New Nation War, the Salty War, are the first couple that come to mind. So we know that we have to be on our A game today. Starting out here, I'm going to be on Path 2. And I have a White Mags pre-fight for this Wong fight, although after doing it, I don't think that it necessarily needs one. Just because I could hit his block the entire time, and if I need an opening, he does go unstoppable when he throws a heavy, but that unstoppable has a cooldown of 6 seconds. So if I really needed to hit him, I could double bait heavies, basically. And the important thing when you're fighting Wong with S99 is maintaining your initial wither, which on other nodes can be a challenge at times, but this node, the placebo buffs are going to pretty much take care of that for me. So it takes half of the hard part of fighting Wong with S99 out of the equation, and it makes it a relatively simple fight. Now, I prefer to bait his special 1s over his special 2. I don't really like his special 2. And anytime you can get him to throw a heavy, he actually burns Eldritch energy. So you don't need to worry about having that burst on you. And I'm pretty sure that's why the White Mags was assigned, just in case I needed to parry heavy. But I didn't end up needing to. And then next up here, I have this Annihilus. I'm going to be taking him with White Mags. I have mutant boosts on specifically for this fight. This is the only fight with White Mags, and I never used mutant in war. So I have a ton of them. And I used an invuln. I didn't need one, but I used it just in case because of his special 1, which I prefer to bait over his special 2. Sometimes when you're dashing back, he throws it at a very inopportune time, and you end up getting tagged with it. So the strategy for taking him with White Mags was to land 3 heavies to get my big prowess that I would get from the heavy, basically, and just cycle SP2, because White Mags is absolutely bonkers with mutant boosts, and he goes down very, very quickly. And I used a White Mags on the fight to be able to stun him, and because I defeated him with White Mags, I'm going to get an additional pre-fight to use later on in the war. So next up here, I have this Mystic Spidey. Again, this is one of those nodes that will pause my wither and my debuffs automatically. So the only thing you need to do is not get hit, basically. And I don't like to push him to special 2 because the special 2 can melt you. Although I think with S99, I'm not positive. I have to look it up and I have to test it. I think because you can't get buffs, I don't think his special 2 would melt you through block, because I think the damage on it is based on the amount of those spider seal buff thingies that he puts on you. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it would be safe to push him to a special 2 if you were fighting him with S99 or a champ that can't get buffs. And then next up here, I have this kitty. Now, she's on EMP. The plan was probably to have a Warlock or a Nimrod go here, but you can take this fight with S99. Taking it with him removes EMP from the equation. So the only thing you would need to worry about would be if you were hitting her normal and stunning her, you would want to make sure that you baited her special 1 with less than 10 prowess. Otherwise, she will apply Incinerate through block. However, if you're just hitting her block like this and letting your ruptures do the damage, she doesn't get any prowess. So there's literally nothing to worry about other than getting hit. So it's a very, very safe fight. Now I am going to hit her here a little bit just to push her over a bar of power and get my rupture burst. But I only gave her 4 prowess, and then I take it away by letting her throw a special 1. And she goes down. Now moving into section 3, I have this Mangog here. So this Mangog was originally for his fight. However, we had already died once. And we knew that if TCN only died once, we were going to have to beat them on time, which TCN is probably the fastest alliance in this game. It is very hard to compete with them on time, if not impossible, to do so. So this fight was originally assigned to Fur with Diablo, and we felt like S99 could do it a little bit quicker. So I'm taking it to try and shave some time off of our total fight time. And it is going to end up being probably about 10 to 20 seconds faster than a Diablo would be here. My plan was to get his power drained down to 0 and just get the repeated rupture bursts. I probably could have played this fight a little bit better in regards to that and maybe made it like 10 seconds faster or so. But it still ends up being relatively quick. He's going to go down in about a minute and 1 second. So realistically, we knew that if we were going to win this war, TCN was probably going to have to die 2 times. But we were still attempting to compete with them on time. So my last fight of the war is this Chavez, and it's on Stun Reflect and Polka Dot Power, but Spidey's Ruptures count as DOT, so I will get power on the node. And I actually removed all of the masteries in my proficiency tree for this fight. So I have no parry because I don't want to accidentally trigger a parry on a dashback like this game loves to fucking do. Fix your game, Kabam. And Spidey has dodge built into his kit, so I didn't need the dexterity mastery. So I just played this one super safe in regards to that, so no accidents could happen. And basic plan is to just hit her block, get to a special 2, launch it, and bait special 1s. I don't care if she throws heavies because my withers will remove her dimensions anyway, and I'm not letting her get to a special 2, so there's nothing to worry about there. So we did end up winning this one. Realistically, we should have lost. One of their deaths was a game error. The game actually froze on the player. That shouldn't happen. In a competitive game mode, you shouldn't have to worry about your game freezing being the reason you won or lost a war. So that does suck. Good luck to TCN for the rest of their season. I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Agent over there. Happy birthday, dude. And I'd like to give a shout out to my alliance mate Josie, my little Parita. GG's, brother. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Thank you very much for watching.